Hey guys, it's Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator. How you doing? I've got a super cool recipe for you, the coconut almond yogurt. This recipe here is for my client Ricky, who I'm working with right now. He's been on the standard American diet for a while, and at nighttime he gets a little on edge. So he really loves the coconut almond yogurt. So I'm putting together a recipe right now so that it's done for tonight, so we can make something out of that. So I'll just get started right away. I'll also let you know it's really cool. I've been here for 2 days, and both Marquetta and Ricky have lost 5 pounds each. So we work quick around here on the juices and the smoothies and the salads, and it's just shedding right off these guys. So anyways, coconut almond yogurt. Okay, I got a jar of soaked almonds. I soak these for 24 hours and then I rinse them off. Okay, of course you can email my friend Bruce at rawbunch@gmail.com and get truly raw almonds. I don't need any other almonds except these ones. Okay, so I take the jar of almonds and I put them into the Vitamix. Okay, and then I'm going to add some coconut water and coconut meat. Okay, this is my method. I take the edge of the knife here. This is my newest, greatest method after a coconut fast. I figured out how to do it the best, and I go around and I make about 5 or 6 cuts with the edge, with the corner edge of this knife. Ooh, I just got sprayed in the face. And then I take this strainer, okay, and I strain the water so that no wood chips or anything get into the coconut almond yogurt. You want to make sure you don't get any wood chips into the coconut almond yogurt. See, I strained out some chips there, okay? And then I take the knife, a nice thick butcher knife, and I cut the coconut in half. Okay? Now, it might take a little bit of work. You might have to sort of pound on it like this. What I can do is just go into it once and then just put pressure down on it because I'm pretty strong, but keep working at it. It gets easier and easier to learn how to open up these coconuts. You have to have confidence though. And if you really want to do it, just ladies and gentlemen, just stand back and do it that way. You know, don't have your hand on or near. Just stand back and get it open. And it does get easier in time as you practice. So I rinse out any wood chips inside the coconut, okay? And then I scoop out the meat. With the coconut, buddy, you'll probably have to use a spoon because it's very well known that these are very hard to find. I got mine at a raw food restaurant in California, and no one's been able to locate them since. So just use a spoon to get the meat out, and then make sure the meat is clean. Sometimes you can even rinse the meat off. I don't know if you guys can see with the camera angle or not, but you sort of rinse the meat off, drain it off, okay, and then put that into the blender, right, with the almonds and the water. So this recipe is so that when people are just transitioning over into raw foods, they need something raw and real and healthy and delicious. This is a great recipe to satisfy, fill people up, but when you take the coconuts and you take the almonds and you blend them together and then you add the NCP probiotic, which this is the only one that I use because it's the only one that's proteolytic, which breaks down the proteins into amino acids, it breaks down the fats into fatty acids, and it breaks down the sugars into glucose. So this is like the #1 bodybuilding food of all time. If you're a bodybuilder, weightlifter, or someone in a transition phase, this stuff right here gives me mad energy every time that I eat it. I would go to Lou Corona's food classes and I'd be like, what in the world is pumping me up so much? My muscles would just get engorged with just strength and power. I know a lot of raw foodists think that they're getting too much fat, but if they tried this, they would see it's already pre-digested and so easy to digest that it doesn't do like when you eat nuts that are unsoaked. That's like eating cooked food, or worse, very acidic. You have to soak your nuts and seeds, and you have to find ways to incorporate healthy fats into your diet without getting clogged up. You know, you don't want to eat like 4 avocados, you know what I mean? But if you want to eat an avocado, you eat it with the greens so that the fiber from the greens sort of helps to move the avocado through. Okay? So this coconut almond yogurt is like, if I was a bodybuilder, which I'm going to do in my future, again, right now I've been on a kind of a spiritual detox type phase, but that's going to last a little bit longer, I foresee, and then I'm going to start training in bodybuilding again, okay? I also opened another coconut earlier and got the meat out of there. So this is the 1 jar of almonds. And see, when you soak the almonds, when they're dry, you only want to fill up halfway, and once they get soaked, the whole jar will be full. So expect the almonds to double in size, okay? Now real simple, right? All it is soaked almonds for 24 hours, the water of 1 coconut, and the meat of 2 coconuts. And then I've got the extra water over here in case I need it. And then the most important ingredient in this recipe, so that everything breaks down easily into the amino acids, fatty acids, and glucose, is the NCP probiotic, which I love. This will help this helped myself and Krista and everybody else I know who takes it to have better bowel movements. Okay, so at nighttime, it's a good idea to take a scoop of the probiotic and build healthy microflora in the GI tract. Once I started taking this, my bowel movements have been good ever since, and the health of my GI tract has been very much improved since I found out about this from Lou maybe 6 or 8 months ago. Anyways, I take 1 scoop of the probiotics. I'm going to take a little bit more, okay? And then I'm going to just simply blend it, okay? Coconut water to blend. You'll just have to get your balances right. There we go. Okay, so it really helps to have a high-powered blender. I've actually burned up a couple of weak blenders doing this, so you either have to have a Vitamix or a Blend Tech. Of course, you can always go down to the links below and find a Vitamix at on my blender link. And then there you go, that's coconut almond yogurt. You take a jar. Oh, that's nice and thick. That is so good. And this helps, this is helping my client Ricky to make it through the nighttime, coming from a standard American diet. Once he starts to detox, he gets some headaches and doesn't feel too well. And it's these little bit heavier foods, that's when that becomes important, like the gourmet raw. A lot of people might put that down, but you got to realize, in order to make this possible for people in the beginning, to be able to believe that raw foods is going to be possible, you have to bring in some of those more heavy gourmet foods until people can transition off the junk food, you know what I mean? So you fill up the jar about, up to the lip or a little bit below, because it does expand, okay? And then you take the lid and you just set it on top, okay? And then you set this on the counter for 3 to 4 hours, and in 3 to 4 hours this will be broken down into amino acids, fatty acids, and glucose, and you will have one of the most powerful, just energizing, bodybuilding foods in the raw food world. And I love this stuff, and so does Ricky, and it's going to help him get through this. Like I said, in 2 days they've already lost 5 pounds each, so they're pretty excited. They're doing a great job. Anybody that really puts their nose to the grindstone and does what it takes can lose weight, feel better, look better, and just maintain strength and youthful vitality. Raw foods is the key. Fruits and vegetables. Recipes like this are great to add to your repertoire. I'm Dan McDonald. I'm in South Carolina right now. I am super swamped, you guys, and I'm really sorry that I'm not able to keep up with everything that's going on. So if you really want to get a hold of me, you're going to have to be persistent, okay? I'm working on a DVD right now. Today we're going to start filming. And I'm doing phone consultations, and I'm helping these nice folks here. So just bear with me. And when I get a break next week, when I'm finished up here, I'll try and do my best to get caught up on all the messages and stuff. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Enjoy this recipe. Of course, there's a link on the YouTube channel page and in the info section for the probiotics and stuff. So thank you very much. Have a great day, and I'll talk with you soon. Goodbye for now. Let me tell you how this is. It's fantastic. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.